All right, we go to round two, and since it's a scoreless tie, and since you went first last time, you go first this time, Joey.
I'll take B.
All right. Madge said, I just bought a solar-powered clothes dryer. And was I ripped off? When I opened the box, the only thing inside was a blank. Solar-powered clothes dryer. All right, Joy, we're about ready for you. Madge said, I just bought a solar-powered clothes dryer, and was I ripped off? When I opened the box, the only thing inside was a blank.
Wet shirt.
A solar-powered clothes dryer.
It's hard.
It's a very difficult one. The contestants doesn't understand it. And just looking around here, I see the stars didn't understand it either. Did you understand it?
I believe I did.
Well, let me see it.
You know, I was 10 years old before I found out that damn and Yankee were two different words. Apparently, Joy's in the same situation. I said a mirror.
A mirror.
Get
it should be a magnifying glass.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Here we go.
Give one of you a split.
Solar-powered clothes dryer.
Of course. The only thing in it was the clothesline.
There's the answer. Good. Rick, you saved the day.
Thank you.
All the writers are going to be standing around with egg on their face unless
Are
someone
you here
thought
to
of it.
tell me that a mirror is not a solar-powered clothes dryer?
A magnifying glass would be, but a mirror would not be, really. Unless it was a concave mirror with all of the rays concentrated in one point. What do you say to that?
Concave.
Concave.
Well, I happen to agree with Black Bart. I said a mirror.
Uh-huh. All right, you two guys can go back to the range together and talk to your cattle.
Thanks.
We don't understand you here. What do you say to that?
I say I'm leaving. Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. I don't know what that means. Again, I will not ask.
Well, well,
Oh,
I'll
I
explain.
see what you mean. Oh, that kind of sunscreen.
See, I totally misunderstood the question, so I just said a sunburn, and I don't really give a damn.
But you will take the money at the end of the week, won't you?
When we get to the dumb off at the end, I'll be right there when you need me.
All right. All right, Deborah Lee.
It's one of those, like, those silver things that you sit.
Oh,
those
that's
ladies.
a sunscreen. It
Right.
reflects the rays and gives you...
Reflector.
That's what I said. It's not a dumb answer.
Oh, right. Very good. That's very good. Yes.
sort of what
Now
I
that I
mean.
understand it,
Makes
I see
mirror look pretty
quite
good, doesn't it? Huh?
Yes, but
Thank you, Deborah Lee.
Brett really was the one who came up with the answer, though, I must say. All right. Rasa, here we go. Rick said this bank is really sleazy. On their scenic checks, they have a picture of a blank.
What? I'm sorry, he was talking.
You know, banks publish checks, and sometimes they have scenes on scenic checks, they're called. Well, Rick said this bank is really sleazy. On their scenic checks, they have a picture of a blank.
Trying to think of something sufficiently sleazy.
All right, here we go.
I think so.
Rick said this bank is really sleazy. On their scenic checks, they have a picture of a blank.
Bordello?
Scoreless ties coming up, friends. I confidently predict a scoreless tie will occur. Go.
I said gutter.
A gutter. All right. That's one good one. What do you
Why,
say?
some of the prettiest places in the world are Bordello, from what I've heard.
Yes.
I said 125th Street and Amsterdam Avenue.
Now, you said it was sleazy.
Right.
I thought old cheesy.
Old cheesy. Yeah, that would be unattractive and unappetizing, I suppose. What have you got for us, Connie?
Sorry, I'm not perfect.
I said a garbage pail.
Garbage pail, sleazy, right?
Now, I may be very wrong, but I'm going to challenge the producer to the death on this one because we've got to get one of them light lit.
Right. One will do it. One will win the game.
I said wino. Now, whoa, is not a Bordello a wine? Can't you go into some of the finest restaurants in America and order a glass of Bordello? And
Yes, right. Imported from France, right. Year 1972.
Well,
Good year.
We couldn't write that word on television, could we?
Sure you could.
Oh.
Anything you say. Deborah Lee.
I said a porno shop.
Really?
I don't know about them. I've never seen them. But
All right, we have a tieless score. And I guess we're going to have to untie this score a little bit later. Right now, this for you, if you please.